You're listening to the Swish Edition.
Hey, Dale.
What up, ho?
No, that's the way we started the show last week.
It's my new thing.
No, come up with something different. Let's start over. Hey, Dale.
Dynamite.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
All right, we're just going to start the show.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Dale and Scott.
Okay, everybody listen up.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
It'll be huge.
Live from Las Vegas, this is the Swish Edition.
Yay.
Coming to you live. Yay.
Hooray. Everyone's favorite day of the week.
The studio audience goes crazy. We're doing the show a day later this week, Dale. Mm-hmm. You know why?
Because I didn't feel like doing it yesterday.
Right. Well, you and I went to Utah.
We did.
So for the first time ever, Dale went to Utah.
Yeah,
so
I've never been until yesterday.
You can add Utah to your state map that we have back in the
right
laundry room.
I've been to a lot of them. You know what I'm missing is the middle section.
Well,
I've been the bottom and the top.
Right.
And that middle section is the ones I'm missing.
The flyover states.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure we have some fans from the flyover states.
I haven't been to Kentucky.
Kansas.
That's kind of in the middle.
Kansas, Ohio.
Yeah, never been to Ohio.
Our good friend Melissa is from Ohio.
Yay.
She moved to Florida though. She's in the thick of it now. They're getting nothing but coronavirus and and now they're getting this dust. Have you heard about this dust from the Sahara?
Yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy.
This is
the whole East Coast is going to get covered in it.
Like, we don't have enough shit to worry about in 2020. We now have to worry about dust that has traveled 7,000 miles.
Can we remember everything? It was coronavirus.
Right.
It was the murder hornets.
Right. Racial uproar has yeah. Tensions have been high.
Now dust from Africa.
Right. I mean, what else? What else can we deal with this year?
I mean,
it's been kind of crazy.
I mean, it was like Happy New Year, and Mother Nature was like, "Fuck you."
We thought 2020 was going to be a really great year. We had no idea.
I know what's next. The election.
Oh my God. And that's one thing we're not going to be talking about on the Swish.
No, we're not. But I can tell you that it's going to be. It's the thing. It's
kind of crazy because we've been doing this show now for almost 10 years, and we've really, really tried very hard to avoid politics at all costs. It's hard to do, though, especially when it's number one in the news all the time. It's hard for us not to talk about it. But we are a pop culture and comedy show. We're supposed to be funny. Hello. Wah, wah, wah. Aye. But, I want to be funny and happy and go lucky.
You just channeled your Sherry Vine.
I love Sherry Vine. We've missed her last two shows, by the way.
I know.
So if you guys are into drag queens, our good friend Sherry Vine does regular scheduled shows, like about 2 or 3 times a month, online, virtually. The last couple ones have been completely free, and we've missed them because
the other ones have only been $10.
I know. It's really...
It's just a nice half hour to get away on your television.
And she sings dirty parody songs.
Yeah.
And so basically what she does is she takes pop songs and makes them dirty.
Yeah.
Which, what could be better than that?
Right. No, it's fun. It's just a nice escape for 30 minutes. I
want to write one for her. I want to come up with something she hasn't done yet and make it dirty. I mean, everything can be dirty, right?
Everything.
Yeah. Anyway, so we did go to Utah. We took our RV, which Dale and I bought last December, and we drove it all the way to the East Coast. We probably told you guys about that. We did that for a whole month in December and January. And then we've done little tiny trips here around Las Vegas. But this is the first time that we've left the state.
Since January.
Since January, yeah. It's the first time we've left Las Vegas since the new year. And we went to Cedar City, Utah.
Yeah.
Which is a little city about an hour into Utah from the southwest entrance. Is there an
Right.
entrance? Yes.
Yeah.
We passed.
It's the port of entry.
The port of entry.
That is the
into
most
Utah.
ridiculous thing. It's a landlocked state, and it's got a port of entry.
Right. I didn't see any
It's
Mormons.
It's just the wrong
Did we see Mormons?
word. I don't know. We could have.
Maybe we did. I don't know if the entire state. That's what I think of when I think of Utah. I think of Mormons. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think most people do.
Right. Oh, one of our favorite shows of all time.
Big Love.
Big Love. Have you guys watched that?
Man, I love that
If you've
show.
never seen that show, go back and watch it. It's one of the
Showtime.
best. It's one of the best. And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's streaming on Showtime.
I think it's 5 seasons. I think
5 or 6. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's
and
so
the ending,
well acted.
The ending is great. It's a great ending. There's not a lot of
It's right up there with The Sopranos.
yeah. There's not a lot of times I can say that there was an ending to a series that was like it was perfect.
It was pretty good.
Perfect way
Pretty
to have
good.
it.
Anyway, went to Cedar City. There's not a lot there, but it is mountainous and it's a lot greener than it is here in the valley of
Yeah, that
Las
was one.
Vegas.
That was one thing I noticed driving through on the highway. You could just notice gradually things are getting greener
As we drove. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And one cool thing, not much interesting happened while we were there, except that we just chilled out in our RV and watched
TV.
little fires everywhere.
Yeah.
We finished it, y'all. We'll talk about it later in the show. But the one thing that was super cool when we were driving home, we were approaching Las Vegas and we saw the Las Vegas Strip in the distance. It was still probably about 45 minutes away, but we
Yeah.
could see it. And we were approaching Nellis Air Force Base, and this fighter jet, maybe one of the Blue Angels or Thunderbirds or
I don't
something.
know.
I think the Thunderbirds
But it was
are
pretty
based
cool.
there.
Right.
Came flying like super low over us with his smoke machine on. And then he did barrel rolls, and then he went straight up. It was the coolest thing in the world, and it was right in front of us.
Yeah. And I'm trying to watch it and drive, and I couldn't.
Thank God Dale drives. I don't drive. You guys have probably heard this before. I don't drive this thing because it's 37 feet, and it's like, it's a beast. It scares the shit out of me. I've driven it I drove it through Tennessee. I've driven it through a couple states, but oh man, I drove it through Arizona into the sunset where I was so blinded by the sun I couldn't see.
Did you drive it through Tennessee? Because Tennessee is one of those states that
Tennessee
is very windy and up and down the mountains.
I think I drove it a little bit. I definitely drove it through Southwest Virginia too, as we were driving from like Radford up towards like Charlottesville and stuff. I fucking hate it. I hate driving that motherfucker. So I told Dale, I said, I will do anything for you. I will cook. I will clean.
No, that's not what you said. You said that I would have a Jeep Wrangler by now, and that's been 7 months ago.
That's true.
And there is no Jeep Wrangler.
I did offer
in this driveway.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I drove 5,000 miles.
He really did. He really did.
5,000 miles.
I told him I
to
would
the
buy him.
East Coast and back.
I told him I'd buy him a Jeep
And
Wrangler.
I still don't have a Jeep Wrangler.
I'm getting it for you. I promise.
What?
When's your birthday?
Yeah, that's come and gone too.
I'm sure there's some kind of Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas.
Ding ding a ding 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 a ding 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 a ding 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 a ding.
Jeep Wrangler. Na.
I actually think maybe Jeep Wranglers have been outlawed in Nevada.
No.
So I'm sorry. Yeah.
I know you don't like them only because you let reviews skew your.
Dale, my dad hates them. He hates them with a passion.
I don't care.
He's
He's not driving it.
I know, but he rented one once, and he said he hated
Well, you
it.
certainly don't base your opinion on a rental car.
I believe everything that my dad says. Right? You got to believe your dad. It was just Father's Day last week.
Yes.
My dad says no Jeep Wrangler for Dale. Should we talk about the Apple podcast? Oh no, the Apple keynote address was this past Monday.
I'm so excited, and only for one feature.
This is a holiday
And it makes my day.
Yeah, this is a holiday in our house, y'all. We put it on the calendar.
Yes.
We block everything else off. We sit on the couch right here, watching on this TV.
It's 2 hours of the year that I am gleefully.
And this year, it was all pre-taped because they can't. Everyone needs to socially distance.
I kind of liked it.
It was very slick.
Slick.
It was very slick.
Yeah, you just didn't have the audience participation, which I kind of like.
Yeah, we don't need clapping. I hate clapping. We've talked about this before.
Why, and this is my only political statement,
Yes.
is that the debates need to be audience-free.
Please.
Because all you're doing is based on the network that it's on.
It's the same thing with the Emmys and the Oscars and the Grammys.
Oh no, that's fun.
No,
that's,
I don't.
That's fun.
I hate clapping. It goes on forever. It goes on forever.
Okay, Apple Keynote.
Apple Keynote. So no clapping. It was just all slickly produced, and I love Tim Cook. Who doesn't love Tim Cook? He's like the coolest CEO out there. Anyway,
he's got a pretty cool job.
For all of you that have iPhones, you're going to love this new feature for the homepage. I mean, you're going to be able to customize your homepage with widgets.
Love it.
I think
love it.
widgets is the word of the week because you're going to be able to put widgets on your front page. Like, I want a little weather widget. I want a little calendar. Tell me what's happening. I want a little podcast one so you can see the new episode of Swish Edition or whatever you're. Yeah.
Here's the thing,
right.
And I didn't think of this until well after the keynote was over.
Okay.
Will they support third-party widgets?
Like if Dale and Scott wanted to.
So everyone knows that third-party widgets are supported on the main screen when you swipe right.
Sure.
But will they allow third-party app developers to make widgets for the home screen?
That would be so cool.
I don't think that was clear.
Like McDonald's or
whatever.
Or Grindr or whatever.
Yeah.
What have
anything.
you. Yeah.
Anything.
That would be super cool.
Yeah.
You should have, if you have spent $1,000 for an iPhone 10 or 11 or 18 or whatever the number is now, you should be able to have any widget on your front page that you want.
I agree. But anyway, I'm super excited about it.
Guys,
even
so
if it's
cool.
just stock Apple apps,
Right.
I'm still pretty excited.
They're also going to have a feature where it is going to put all of your apps into certain categories. So you'll have like a shopping button, and you'll have a weather button, and you'll have
when
a
you
news
can't find
button.
something.
Yeah, it's going to make it so much better.
I've never had that problem. I feel like I've taken the time to really organize my apps, and I know where they are.
You're good about that.
On the other hand,
no, I have 15.
Can't find anything.
I have 15 screens. I have to go
'Cause you
blah
don't
blah
take the
blah blah.
You don't
Right.
take the time to put them in folders.
Well, I also have so much shit on my phone that I don't use that needs to go. I need to do. It's just like my closet, Dale.
You know that
You've seen my closet.
setting that says unload
stuff I don't use.
offload unused apps.
Right. I should do that. Can I do that with my closet? Can I say, if I haven't worn this in 3 years, you just automatically disappears?
I hate my closet.
I literally
There's
have
just
things.
no organization.
Dale,
Just shit's on the floor.
I was looking at pictures from 2004. How many years ago was that? That was 16 years ago. Shirts that I still wear today, I was wearing 16 years ago.
I probably have those shirts.
Yeah, these are things that really need to get out of my closet.
Yeah.
You've seen my closet.
I've seen it.
It's a mess. It's got everything. I still have the leather jacket that I wore when I was 16.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy. I need help, people. Someone send help. Send help. Apple also announced new improved Maps, which is really cool. Maps is going to be a lot easier to use. There's going to be walking tours. There's going to be bicycle. It's very cycling friendly. And they're also going to be doing a lot with messaging. There's going to be a new group messaging thing so that if you're part of a group message, which I friggin' hate.
Hate them.
Yeah, hate them. You'll only be notified if they're specifically calling you out. Like, hey, Scott needs to do that. Dale needs to do this item. It's actually it makes a lot of sense. And
well, my favorite part about that is the pinning of messages, because there are probably maybe just 2 people who I consistently text on a daily basis, and you just pin them to the top, and you don't have to go and search for them.
Am I one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's funny that we live in the same house and we text each other more than anyone else. I mean, literally, if I'm sitting here on the couch and he's upstairs, I text him. Yeah, it's easier than getting up.
But it's not just stupid things. We send links and share things.
Houses that we want to buy.
Right. Yeah. So there's all kinds of things. But anyway, I'm glad that I can have those all.
That's
organized at
exciting.
the top.
I'm
I can't
excited.
wait.
Apple is our favorite company.
It probably won't be out till September-ish.
The fall. They said fall. Yeah, they didn't
but
give a
it's
date.
It's usually September, October.
Excited about that. We're Apple fans. If you guys didn't know, all of our shit is.
And there will be
Apple.
another keynote in September, but that's all hardware.
Hardware.
And I'm less excited about that than I am the software.
Although I am due
You're
for
in the market for a new computer.
I'm
so
due
you
for
might-
a new laptop.
you
yeah.
might, so wait
My
till the
laptop is 5 years old. So the laptop.
Take your laptop to the buffet.
The buffet.
The buffet.
It's called buffet now,
what it
Dale. So you guys probably know this because it's probably happening where you are too. But here in Nevada, we have to wear masks now when we leave the house.
Everywhere.
Which actually,
And all the time.
yeah, which actually I think is probably a good idea.
It is. And you know what? It's not horrible.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
It really doesn't hurt.
It
And I
doesn't.
know there are a lot of people out there who feel like it's a affront to their constitutional rights, but it's
That is
really
just
not.
the stupidest thing I've heard.
It's really not. It helps. Science is proving that it's helping.
Right.
Maybe it doesn't. It's not foolproof. It's not 100%, but it does
But it's
help.
helpful.
Let's. We don't want the whole world to close down again because that fucking sucked, people.
And if wearing a mask for a few hours,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, we did it today.
We did it today.
We went to the Luxor today, which is, you guys know it. It's that big pyramid, the big black pyramid here in Vegas. And we wore our masks because we were supposed to.
Yeah.
And,
I hated it, yes.
yes.
But I did it.
Well, we have new ones.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can breathe a lot easier through.
Well, we got the real ones, I say.
We have several different varieties.
The cloth ones that are kind of seem like they're made out of t-shirt material, they look nicer, but they're not breathable. And then we got the ones that don't look as nice, but are more comfortable.
I asked Dale if I could, because I found this company that makes ones with logos, and I was going to put the Swish Edition logo on a mask. And I wanted Dale to wear it around town.
No.
Don't you want to promote your show?
Maybe tomorrow.
He's lying, because if I came home with Swish Edition masks,
Throw 'em
you
in
would
the
not
garbage.
wear them.
No.
That's true. It's funny though, but before the mask thing became a thing, and actually this Friday, it was the Friday, June 25th, it became a thing. June 26th. Caesars Palace, Paris, and Flamingo were walking around and giving free play, slot free play to people who were wearing masks. So
Yeah,
they
those
were
are
kind
like-
of rewarding people for
Those are
doing
like
it.
$5.
Yeah, no, it was 20. It was
Oh.
20. But they were rewarding people for, people were doing it when they didn't have to.
Right.
So that was kind of fun. And hail to Caesar. Hail Caesar. That was kind of nice of Caesars to do that.
Yeah.
We're not huge Caesar fans,
No.
but we're an MGM family. But
Mm-hmm.
MGM didn't do that, so they suck.
We have our free play. Come on.
We have plenty of free play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Got more tomorrow.
We're excited. So a little bit more Vegas news. Very excited about this. You guys are probably
So happy.
you probably heard me talk about this before. It's made my brother-in-law very upset. Sorry, Jay. But I think Las Vegas is for adults. And I get really pissed when I go to the casinos and I go to shows and I go to restaurants in Vegas.
So let me say, when you say Las Vegas, you just the Strip, or in Fremont Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see kids, especially toddlers and babies in baskets in a casino, I get pissed off.
I mean, little babies.
I'm talking about infants.
Infants
And
Yeah.
toddlers that can't speak in diapers. And you decide that this is a good idea for your family vacation to come to Vegas with your small children. I think you're shit. I think less of you.
I actually-
so just want you to know.
I actually
call me out. I don't give a shit.
I care less about the toddlers and infants than I do about the 12, 10,
Tweens.
11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds who run around that place and who are in places where they shouldn't be, and their parents could give a damn.
With all regard to my niece and nephew who are 12 and 14, I love you to death, and I want you to come visit us and swim in our pool, but I don't want you in Luxor, and I don't want you in Caesars, and I don't want you in MGM, because it's not for kids. There's nothing there for kids.
It's an adult property.
Yeah, so sorry about that. However, the reason we're bringing this up
I forgot.
is that this new resort called Circa is opening in October, is downtown where Vegas began. Fremont Street, that area, where Golden Nugget is and the Plaza and all those great places. Anyway, Circa's opening downtown, and it's going to be, they've announced that it's going to be 21 plus. So no children allowed in the door. They can't stay there. They can't eat there. They can't even come across the threshold. And I love that. They're going to have the largest sports book in Las Vegas history, which is very exciting. They have an amazing pool planned. It's going to be a really, really cool facility. So we're excited about checking that out when it opens in October.
Can't wait.
As long as we're still alive in October. I don't know if the Saharan Dust doesn't get us, the corona might. Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, that Sahara Dust holds the COVID-19 cure.
Dale, that has to be the title of the show. Wouldn't that be fucking great?
Inhale it, everybody. Inhale it. Inhale it. Inhale.
It might be.
Inhale deep.
I thought you were the cure. Everyone needs to lick Dale. Lick Dale.
Ew.
That would be the cure. You could just stand out there and charge everyone $20 to lick you. Would that be funny if that was...
How many licks does it take you to get to the center of a deal?
Oh, that's for another episode. That's for Swish After Dark.
All right, come on.
Steve Wynn, who is one of my heroes who fell from grace because of accusations of sexual harassment, is not part of his company anymore. We love the Wynn. We're going to go. We might go there tomorrow. We have some free play there.
It's probably one of the top-notch
It's gorgeous.
resorts.
It's
on the
right.
strip.
It's right up there with Bellagio. It's pretty 5-star.
Yeah.
He is selling his mansion here in Summerlin, which is the city which is just to the west of Las Vegas. If he gets what he wants for it, I did write Summerline, didn't I? So I can't spell, Dale. If he gets what he wants for it, he wants $24 million, which would be the largest sale in Las Vegas history.
Wow.
Previous biggest sale was to David Copperfield, the magician who is a resident at the MGM Grand. He bought a house there in 2016 for $17.5 million. $17.5 million, Dale.
And this is all on that Millionaires Row.
Billionaires
Row.
Row.
We were taken there.
Yes. When we were looking for houses.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we afford a house there? We're only in Millionaires Row.
Rates.
Just kidding. We're in Thousandaires Row.
Thousandaire Row.
I'm a thousandaire. That would be funny if that was a thing, wouldn't it?
You can make it a thing, I
I'm
guess.
I'm a hundredaire.
Hundredaire.
I'm a hundredaire. I'm a thousandaire. I'm a millionaire.
Hundredaire.
Hundredaire. I'm a tenaire.
All right, come on.
There's guys on the street said I'm a one-air.
One-er.
It's horrible. What is wrong with me? Anyway, I hope Steve Wynn gets his $24 million. That'd be great. It's a 13,000 square foot house, but it's on a golf course, which we always said, no fucking way would I want to live on a golf course.
Hate it.
I've lived on a golf course before. When we lived in North Carolina, we lived on a golf course.
I mean, it's not horrible.
No,
but
they're golf balls like flying at your face all day. It's horrible. Do you like balls flying at your face, Dale?
I just don't like those types of properties that are on golf courses. And you look at places like Anthem, and those properties are gorgeous, but it's in a golf community, and I don't like it.
My sister lives on a golf course, but they're so far back that it doesn't feel like it.
I'm not worried about golf balls. I just don't like it because it's a golf course community.
And for reasons of privacy.
And plus, you're paying for something that we'll never use.
Right. No, I can't play golf. I took lessons,
And I don't want to.
I suck at it.
I go to Top Golf, but
I would do that because you can drink while you do it.
yeah.
Top Golf is a place where you can like just shoot balls. Shoot them, hit them.
Hit them.
Disneyland will not be opening on July 17th as previously scheduled because of California regulations. And also because their employees are like threatening to sue and strike because they don't think that Disneyland has come up with a good enough plan to keep them safe. And that's probably true. I don't, honestly, as much as I want the economy to be booming and successful, I really don't think theme parks are a real good idea right now.
Yeah, probably not.
How do you get in line for a ride and be socially distant?
And the thing is they actually could. But it's the people who don't. Some people just don't give a shit, and they're the ones who ruin it for the rest of them.
Well, because people suck.
Yeah.
Right. And they're not going to stay 6 feet back from the people. I mean, I can't even go to the grocery store and get the person behind me in line to stay away from me. It's funny. I literally go into the line at the grocery store in the checker because we know our checkers.
Yeah.
We've been going there for 3 years. I know the checkers, and I know which ones I like. And I purposely go in the lines of the people that I like, even if there's a longer wait.
Yeah.
Because they will make sure that the person behind me doesn't just put their shit on the conveyor belt until I'm done. Yeah. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want your cooties. Anyway, Disneyland here in California is not opening. The one in California in Florida is supposedly supposed to be opening in July. Given Florida's numbers of COVID, I don't think that's happening.
No.
It's probably not a good idea. You want to talk about some crazy stuff?
Yeah.
So there's this new thing you guys should know if you've got an Apple iPhone, which we assume everyone does. You can say you should if you're getting pulled over by the police in your car, you can say to your phone, "Siri, I'm getting pulled over." That's all you need to say. And immediately it will dim your phone, pause your music, and start recording video from your front-facing camera. I think this is kind of ingenious.
Yeah.
Ingenious? No.
But it should be your back-facing camera.
You're right. It should be.
I think.
Oh, you're right. But I wrote down front-facing camera because that's what the article said. But you're right. It should be the other one.
I think it would be the other way around.
Right.
But either way, I mean,
if a cop came up to your window and you were taping him, would he be upset?
Maybe things would be different. I don't know.
I don't know.
He'd probably be angry.
At any event, maybe not video, but maybe at least audio. So you have an audio recording of the circumstances of you getting pulled over.
Right.
Yeah. This might be better or more useful for someone who...
Well, video certainly is better than just audio.
Right. I'm thinking that maybe you and I might not need to worry about this. This has probably has come up because of, the Black Lives Matter kind of thing. And maybe a black person might be a little bit more concerned about being pulled over in today's climate. Yeah. Right. And so maybe that's why this was brought to light.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they'd want to record their pulloverness.
Their pulloverness.
I haven't been pulled over literally since I was a teenager.
Ages.
I mean,
I
haven't got a speeding ticket since I was like 17. So
I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
Never. That's awesome. Good for you. You get a gold star.
Mine's been mostly parking fines.
You get a Jeep.
When I lived in D.C., it was all parking fines.
You get a Jeep Wrangler.
I can drive, but I can't park. No, I can park. I just don't park legally.
Right.
In the city, accordingly.
I didn't know that. Did you know this? That like when you say you're going parking, that means you're gonna like go neck or have sex. It's like a thing. Like I'm gonna go parking. Have you ever heard that? I never heard that either.
I'm not in high school anymore, so I can't keep up with these things.
Right. Who like? I guess kids like go parking, and that means they're gonna go hook up,
I guess.
fool around.
I thought the kids. I thought it was called. What's the thing? Oh, marinating.
What is marinating?
That's what, is it the Mormon kids do? Because they're not allowed to have sex, supposedly. Like, they're not allowed to come to orgasm. So you just stick it in and you just hang out.
just the tip? Are you just...
No, you stick it in.
But you don't do anything else.
Marinate.
Is that really a thing?
I think it's a thing.
I think you need to
think it's a Mormon thing.
Marinating.
Marinating.
Well, that is now the title of this week's episode.
We're going to look it up. But I think it's a thing. I think it's a Mormon thing because you're not allowed to have sex until marriage.
You know
so the Mormon kids think, okay, well, I'm not going to have sex
right.
because I'm not going to orgasm. So I'm just going to stick it in
as you don't,
and just hang out.
right. So as long as you don't have an orgasm, you didn't have sex?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not Mormon.
That's interesting.
I mean, I can get why. I mean, if you're a Mormon teenager, you'll be pulling at all the strings to justify your reasoning to do something.
That is crazy.
So marinating.
All right, I want to look that up.
Yeah,
we'll look that up and talk about it next week.
Marinating.
Apparently, Eskimo pies are no longer PC.
Oh my god! I thought we weren't going to talk about politics.
Is it politics though?
It is.
To talk about ice cream? It's ice cream.
It's ice cream until you talk about why they're changing their name.
The Dryers company that's owned Eskimo Pies now for 99 years. It's been around. Apparently, they've now just discovered that the native people of the Arctic, don't like being called Eskimo. They've never liked being called Eskimo. Apparently, it's a Latin term that means excommunicated ones.
I told you it was derogatory.
Right. It's like calling a black person the N-word.
Right.
It's not a nice thing.
It's not cool.
I've been telling people this for years. So I'm not saying that they should be Eskimo pies. Call it something else. Call it Arctic ice or call it
the Arctic pie.
Yeah, call it anything else. But it's funny that people get all worked up and they, it's mostly conservatives who think that everything is falling down and all their traditions are being trampled upon. But this is not something to be upset about. Native American people who live in the Arctic don't like being called Eskimo, and it's a derogatory term. So let's not call our ice cream Eskimo pie.
Right.
Easy. Done.
Easy peasy.
So before you get all upset about it, just understand the history. Understand where the word comes from.
I see that on Facebook all the time. But we've had it for like 90 years.
My whole life.
My whole life.
Yeah, my
Like,
grandparents used to give us this. Yeah. It'd be like giving your grandkids the N-word popsicle.
Right. Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't.
That would be bad.
Bad.
So we're not going to give people Eskimo pies anymore.
No, we're not.
It's bad, people. And I'm not one of those people to sanitize the world. I don't think we should sanitize the world. I think you should watch Gone with the Wind. I think you should watch Song of the South. I think you should be able to if you want to. But you should also know that Eskimos don't like they're not Eskimos. They don't like being called that.
They're not Eskimos. No.
That's the point. Is just
you just call them natives.
Pick your battles, people.
Right.
So maybe they need to change the name to Native People of the Arctic Pie. Maybe that's not cool either, because maybe they don't want to be associated with ice cream.
Named after
It's the funny thing is it's not even a pie.
No, it's far from a pie.
It's far from a pie.
And then Eskimo kisses.
That's not cool either. Can't do that anymore.
No more.
But what you can do is name a candle after your vagina. Gwyneth Paltrow, who literally is insane, y'all. I mean, she's got a fucking screw loose upstairs.
Yeah.
Love her to death. And I think she's a great actress, but she's fucked up in the head. She is selling a $75 candle on her Goop website. Goop. Which she says smells like her orgasm. This is not a joke. This is not an onion piece. This is true. It's a $75 Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candle. She says it smells like tart grapefruit, neroli. What's neroli?
I don't know what a neroli is.
Ripe cassis berries. Blended with gunpowder, tea, and Turkish rose. What the fuck is wrong with that girl? There's something wrong with her head or her vagina. Does she literally like stick her fingers in her vagina and she's like, this smells good. I'm going to make it into a candle.
Yeah, and I smell hints of gunpowder tea and Turkish rose.
How many women out there who are listening to the Swish Edition, how many women think that their pussy smells like gunpowder? Wait a second. I need to revise that. Should I edit it out?
Yes.
I probably should not be calling girls' nether regions pussy.
Right.
It's your vagina. Vagina is actually the technical name for it, right?
Yes.
So, vagina. It's a funny word. I haven't seen one since 1990 something, but I don't think it smells like gunpowder. I mean, whose pussy smells like gunpowder?
Come on.
I said pussy again.
You did. This whole section's got to go.
No, it's funny. It's funny. It's a funny section. I'm not editing not one syllable out of this show, Dale. Aye. So, Disney says that they've been working on this for a year, but I think they're full of shit. They say that they're going to be rebranding the Splash Mountain both at Disneyland and Disney World here in North America because it's now themed with the characters from Song of the South, the animated characters from Song of the South. They're going to be changing it to Princess and the Frog, which is fine. It's a great movie, and it's a worthy movie, and it's more updated, but they're going to be missing out on Zippity Doo Dah.
Are we?
We are. I don't really have much more to say about that, except that I think it's a shame to change things that have been around since the 50s that are really cool and cute and not offensive, because this is what I did today. So I realized that a lot of people have very strong feelings about that movie, Song of the South, which came out in 1946. It won an Academy Award for the song Zippity Doo Dah, which we all know. We all sing it all the time. It's one of Disney's famous songs.
Sing it all the
Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity A.
It's one of those things that this is the song that doesn't end.
Right.
As it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. I'll now continue singing it forever just because this is a song that doesn't end. You know that song?
I have no idea what that is.
It's from that Lamb show. Lamb Chop. What was that show called? What was the one with Lamb Chop and a little old lady?
Sherry and the Lamb. Yeah,
Lamb Chop.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't
It's
think
the
of it
song
right
that
now.
doesn't end.
I don't know that song, but that's cute that you know it.
Forever just because this is a song that does.
All right. Keep your mouth in front of the microphone so they can actually
I was
hear
doing
your
it on-
stupid song.
I was doing it on purpose.
Oh, you were doing it on song.
It sounds good.
Anyway, actually, Whoopi Goldberg thinks that. Why is that funny?
Actually, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg thinks that Song of the South should be available, and people should. She doesn't believe in censorship. People should actually, watch what they want to friggin' watch.
Right.
Yeah, me too. I would love to watch. I love that.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi.
Oh, let me just say something. Whoopi Goldberg, if you're watching, can you please bring back Hollywood Squares?
Yes, Whoopi Goldberg is watching the Swish Edition. Swish.
Oh my God, she was so great as a center square. Hollywood Squares is probably one of the best game shows that was on television, and it kind of lasted through the 90s, and then it just stopped. It just gave up. But you know what we have? No whammies. I hate that game show.
It's stupid.
It's stupid, and it's not funny. Hollywood Squares is funny.
I don't see Hollywood Squares anywhere on our script.
No, and the thing is that someone like HBO or Showtime should bring back Hollywood Squares.
But make it dirty.
And make it dirty funny.
R-rated.
Yes.
That would be great.
That would be
Why don't you
Awesome.
pitch that to HBO?
That would be
That's
awesome.
a great idea.
I love Hollywood Squares.
Who's your center square?
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, come on, let's update it.
Oh, someone.
Tiffany Haddish.
That would be fantastic.
Tiffany Haddish in the center square.
Yes, and we could get. Oh man, there's so many options that you could do.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
you got to
a
have
lot.
someone who is off the cuff and
Yeah.
can do it.
Tiffany probably
Tiffany Haddish could totally do it.
Speaking of Tiffany Haddish,
I'm gonna tweet her.
Yeah, you do that. Jason Reitman is helming a new movie. It's a remake of The Princess Bride, which, y'all, The Princess Bride should not be remade. But if anyone's going to do it, it should be Jason Reitman, and it's going to be done for Quibi. Yeah.
Oh,
So he's got an all-star cast, y'all. You will not believe this. They're going to be doing it under quarantine, so I assume they're going to be doing it on their iPhones and shit. But it's Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner, Hugh Jackman, Keegan-Michael Kay, Elijah Wood.
and Key.
Yeah, I don't know. His name is not easy to say. Jack Black, John Hamm, Patton Oswalt, Josh Gad, and Tiffany Haddish, along with NPH. That's Neil Patrick Harris. For all
Would he be
you.
good on our Hollywood Squares?
He would be good on that too. He's funny.
And you know who else I would like? And this is a British comic who is really, really funny.
Yeah.
His name is Nick Whitehall?
I don't know him.
Nick Whitehall or something.
Okay.
I'm getting this together. I'm gonna tweet.
I think you should
Tiffany
executive.
Haddish.
I think you should executive produce this new show,
Yeah.
the new Hollywood Squares,
Right.
executive produced by Dale Blades, with Tiffany and NPH.
Yes.
Anyway, the Princess Bride remake is coming to Quibi sometime soon. That'll be kind of fun. If you guys, some news, Netflix, the show You, which we've talked about a lot on the show, they're getting a third season. That'll be out sometime in 2021.
It's gonna be so weird.
Yeah.
But good.
There's a new female-fronted Pirates of the Caribbean coming.
What?
Margot Robbie, who has been recently in Birds of Prey as Harley Quinn, I think.
Harley Quinn.
That's kind of her thing
That
right
sounds
now.
about a thing, yeah.
She's going to be starring in this new Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp is, he's been canceled because his wife said that he hit her.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
Just do.
So he's not allowed to be in it. Just like Woody Allen's movie's not allowed to be out because he may have done something 25 years ago, which he was completely acquitted of. So we're not allowed to watch Woody Allen movies anymore.
Right.
I'm really looking forward to Christopher Nolan's Tenet, which is a spy film, which is coming out. Yeah. This looks really good. Robert Pattinson, who is our new Batman. He's not Batman in this movie.
No.
But it also has Michael Caine and Kenneth Branagh. It comes out July 31st. Excited about that. There's also news that Michael Keaton, who was Batman when Batman was cool,
Right.
he may reprise his role as Batman in the new Flash movie. Now, we're not talking about the CW Flash. That's a
Right.
different world. We're talking about the big screen Flash. He may be Batman in the Flash movie. How cool is that?
Ooh, is Grant Gustin going to be the Flash in the Flash movie?
They have talked about that. There are a lot of people who think he should be because he's so good on CW,
Yeah.
but that is still up in the air. But Michael Keaton says that he's willing to put the cowl back on and do it.
Wow. How
This
old
would be
is he now?
literally 30 years after he first did it.
Right. Is he 60?
He's got to be in his 60s. Yeah. What else? Dead to Me is going to not have a third season. It might have a third season. It's not going to have a third season. It is going to have a third season. It's not.
Yay.
The reason I keep saying that is because we don't know yet. The cast is they're cautiously optimistic that there will be a third season, but Netflix has not made a decision yet, which is not like Netflix.
Well, it's hard to do now.
But they usually make a decision directly after a season, and there was a huge, I don't want to give it away, spoiler, but there was a big, huge cliffhanger at the end of season 2 which set up for a season 3.
Right.
So if it doesn't have a season 3, it just kind of ends with a cliffhanger. So they have to have a season 3, right?
Yeah.
If you guys want to watch something this weekend, there's a new movie called Irresistible with Steve Carell and one of my favorite actresses, Rose Byrne, who I love to death.
Yes.
It's a political movie. They're trying to get this country farm guy elected to office, and they're kind of political advocates or behind the scene types.
And this is
people.
from John Daly.
Yeah, John Daly from the not John Daly, John Stewart from the Daily Show.
The Daily Show.
He wrote and directed it.
What a great name that would be, John Daly.
Right, it would be very good. Anyway, I think that's enough.
That's enough.
Don't you think that's enough?
Yes, and my drink is empty.
Right. Where's the music?
Look at this. Look
Here
at
it
this.
is. Yeah, it's Dale already thinks the show is too
Yes.
long.
All right, everyone. This was a great show. Good night and good luck.
We'll see you on the radio.
And that's part of our world.
And if it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press.
Hey.
Right? Is that...
Yes, that's right.
Fasten those seatbelts, fuckers. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.